Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are done with Excel, and if you guess that our next tool is Power BI, then you are correct. In this lesson we are going to talk about the interface of the Power BI and how you can actually get started with this powerful tool. So to get started, the first step will be to download the Power BI tool, and to do this you can either go to the Microsoft official page and download the Power BI at no extra cost. This particular web page I am on, you can actually go here and download the Power BI tool, or you can as well go to the Microsoft store. You can do all this when you are on the Windows to be able to download it. So on the Mac, for you to download it, you have to maybe install some other programs or some other things for that to work. So when you have downloaded the Power BI tool, the next step would have to be for you to go to the taskbar and then to go to the search bar, and then you just type Power BI, and then when you do that, you just click on the Power BI icon, and then it will take you this view right here, and this is called the Power BI home view. This is everyone's default view when the program opens up. Now from this home view you have a few options. First off, I can open up everything that I have worked on before now. Let's say I have been working with Power BI, so if I have projects that I've worked on, I'm sure you would be able to see them down here. So yeah, down here, but as you can see there is nothing. Then if you are just getting started with Power BI, just like I am, then you can also see some other buttons here. Here you can see that we have the blank report, and then we have the one link data hub, we have the Excel workbook, and so on. And what is showing us is that we can start right off the bat by connecting to our data source. So whatever data source that you want to work with, let's say it's Excel, or maybe it's from the SQL server, from wherever it is, then you can actually load your data from here. But in this case, we want to start with the blank report button, so we'll click on blank report, and when we do so, we are here now. So your screen should look something similar to mine. So let's take a little tour and talk about the different sections in the Power BI desktop, and also which section you would use for different things. So up the top there are a variety of ribbons. So we have the home ribbon, the insert ribbon, the modeling ribbon, the view ribbon, the optimize ribbon, and the help ribbon. So I often tell people that are starting off with Power BI to think of these ribbons as the like other Microsoft tools that you use on a regular basis, just like the Excel, the Word, the PowerPoint. All of them have the same ribbon structure. So back to our home ribbon, let's talk about the structure that we see here. So you can see that in our home ribbon, to the left side of your page, you can see 4 different buttons that is over here. You can see 4 different buttons, and every one of these buttons are called views. First, we have the report view, that is this here, that is the report view. So this is where you will build all your reports. So the next one after the report view is the table view, and in this table view we don't have any data yet, but when we do, this view will remind you of Excel. It's going to look something similar to Excel. You will see columns and rows of data, and in my data pane over here, on the right, so everything on the right over here are called panes, and over here on the left they are called views. Next view is the modeling view. Now in this view, you will use it, that is in the modeling view, you will use it if you're bringing in different sets of data. Maybe you have different Excel sheets, maybe you are pulling data from a server, and also you have an Excel data. So basically, if you are bringing in different data sets, you need to connect them together by building a relationship on some common data, so that way your data can be able to work simultaneously together in your visuals. So if I have a data from a data table as well as data from a sales table, I could use both of these elements together in one visual and it will work together. But to do that, I would have to come here, that is to the model view, to build connections. We'll talk more about this in another lesson. So the last view that we have is the DAX query view. The DAX query view is the last view that we have. So the DAX query view allows you to understand more about your data, to really dig into it and to do some really cool things with it. Now the DAX query view is a bit advanced, so we'll be talking about this later. Now back to the report view. Now first off, under the home ribbon or the home tab, we have the get data button. So this allows you to connect to your data wherever your data source is coming from. Now this get data button is a 2-part button. So very slightly, like when you hover over it, sorry, let me see whether I can get that. When you hover over it, you see connect to data from multiple sources, and then when you click here, you now have where you can connect to multiple data sources as well. So just here you have Excel workbook, you have Power BI schematic models, you have data flows and so on. And then I'm sure if you click on the get data itself, you are going to have you're going to have the full options for where you can get your data from. That's your data sources, and here you have the Excel workbook as well. And then when you come over here, you still have import data from Excel. So all of these options that you have for Excel, they do the same work, like they do the same thing. So the next thing that we'll be looking at is the transform data button. So the transform data button launches the Power Query editor, and the Power Query editor came from Excel. Like it's similar to Excel. So it enables you to clean up your data, that is, remove the things you don't need and add the ones you need. So moving on, we have the visual section. So this allows you to sort among your visuals, that make selections and do some changes. So then we have our panes over here. So we have the data pane as we talked about earlier. Then we have the build pane, which allows you to visualize, and then we have the format pane as well, which allows you to format amongst other things. So assuming that we had data and we're trying to visualize, so this is where you actually get things done. So you build your visual from here, and then you can format them with the format pane. So there's one more thing that I need to show you. So when you launch your Power BI tool for the very first time, you need to make some settings or adjustments. So to do that, you go to this file ribbon, then you go under options and settings, you click on that, and then you click on options. So we're going to wait for it. Something is going to pop up. So we have the pop-up now. So you go to preview features, and then you are to select everything that is not checked. You have to check every one of them, and then you click OK. So the next thing you will do is to go to the data under current file. You go to data load and click that as well. So you want to under relationships, you want to uncheck update or delete relationship when refreshing data, and then also uncheck auto delete new relationship after data is loaded. And I think that would be all for now. So when you're done, you just click on OK. So this is our first episode in our Power BI series. So opening up the program, taking a look around at what and seeing the different buttons that we have access to, and how we can start off a project by clicking on the Get Data button. So as the series goes on, we are going to be diving more into getting started with Power BI, and I hope you subscribe so you do not miss any of this series, or you always get notification when we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.